YouTube? Scamp the Wolf here, back with another video for your viewing pleasure. And I said I was going to do this. Um, so, uh, this is going to be music talk tonight. Yeah, I have 4 albums that I recently listened to. And I also have 7 songs that I recently listened to. So, yeah, I'm trying to be really quiet here because I don't know why I'm wearing glasses. By the way, just, this is just what it's going to have to be for this video. So anyway, yeah, yeah. First single, the new Barry Tomorrow, Life Paradise Denied. I still don't really care about Barry Tomorrow that much. It is generic metalcore. Um, I honestly don't think that this album, if it's going to come out, it's going to be anything good. I gave that a light thumbs down because that's uh, just what I gave it. It's just, the vocals just sounds, it's just scream. And the production is very cheap on this one. At least on the other albums, it was good, but it just didn't sound very like layered in production. It's just like that song. Um, that song is a light comes out. I gave that a light comes out. The second song I listened to is the Devil Wears Prada street song "Salt," coming from their album Color Decay. Comes out in September. I did actually like this one quite a bit, and there is good stuff in here. There is good stuff as far as singles are concerned in here. And this is one of those songs, like I like that they're trying something different, and it's like clear what they're doing because like on this album, like, or whatever this song is. I'm pretty sure there's heavy stuff on this album, but I thought the act was it wasn't like very well focused. Like in my opinion, like I think this Color Decay album will probably be very focused. I hope. Like I didn't really care for the act that much, but Color Decay I am a little bit excited for at least. New Fire from the Gods, SOS. This song, again, I forgot to give a rating to the Devil Wears Prada song. Salt, light comes up. Fire from the Gods now, SOS. This song gets a medium thumbs up. I really did enjoy this one a lot. Like, granted, I mean, it's kind of the same shtick from that they've been doing since American Sun, except for 3 years, I guess. But, like, it's good. I kind of like Narrative better as an album than American Sun because it had, like, metalcore and stuff. But I did like the song a lot. I do like the more melodic side. If you like the song right now off of the last album, you'll probably like this song a lot. So definitely give that a shot. Like I said, medium thumbs up. Now we get to 2 duds, as far as I'm concerned. From Ashes to New, Heartache. Very generic, very standard, run-of-the-mill rap metal with typical trap beats in the verses, choruses. You can try to change me, you're not going to break me kind of BS that we've heard for the past 20 years. Not good whatsoever. Light thumbs down on that one. I don't know. Yeah. Look, why am I the person who's talking about From Ashes to New on this channel? I mean, like, I already look like a hipster with the glasses, the 3D glasses on that I watched a movie earlier today in. I already look like somebody who's like, I'm talking about From Ashes to New with a song that's generic as anything else. Like, this song will probably get active rock radio play. That makes me kind of sad a little bit because this is just whatever. It's just not that good of a song, to be honest. Like, From Ashes to New is just for like 13, 14, 15-year-old kids who like don't know or that's probably a little bit mean. I mean, like they're very young. They'll probably like go to better stuff. They'll probably still like the Ashes to me when they grow all grown up and stuff. But like, not really. They haven't put out anything good, to be honest. Like one song, maybe, sorta. One song, maybe, and then the rest is just generic. Like there's no like evolve. They don't evolve really on a song. So I'm just gonna give that a like thumbs down. For I Prevail's new song, Body Bag, off their album, I forget what it's called. It comes out in August. Ironically, on the same day as Five Finger Death Punch's album, and this song is written just about as deep and shallow as a Five Finger Death Punch song. The new I Prevail song, Body Bag. You probably know what I'm going to give it. I'm going to give a right thumbs down, borderline medium thumbs down because I really just didn't care for this song either. Like after like their album Trauma, I figured maybe, just maybe, they could probably make something okay. And they probably might make a song or two that are just like, okay, whatever. But like with Body Bag and stuff, like it's just like if Slipknot sucked. That's exactly what this song is. The AZ lyrics doesn't even have the lyrics. The lyrics will be available upon the album's release. The, they know this song is probably not very good, except for young kids who are so edgy. Like it's, it's all about like just like I Prevail. Like seriously, like they're cursing a lot. Like it's not even. It's just like this kind of lyrical topic was done in new metal a lot, and like and stuff. Like they don't even like stuff like that. Like just screw that. And, ugh. But thankfully, we do got some good stuff coming on here. Johari just released a cover of the Vola song "Head Mounted Sideways." That was pretty good. I give that a medium thumbs up. Definitely, they took that song and they definitely made it their own, and they made it like kind of awe-inspiring a little bit. Like it does kind of lose a little bit of steam at the end, but it's their own take on it, and I do appreciate that. So definitely medium thumbs up. And I did listen to another song. This song, Satir, Attrition, strong thumbs sideways. It's kind of like a Dance Gavin Dance kind of band. It's better than Dance Gavin Dance, I personally think. Um, and if you want something good in that style, check out what's that band called? Released an album in September. That was on my guest list. Idola. That band, very good. Perennial Philosophy is a great song. The Architect, that's great. Satir, they could release something pretty good, but um, thumbs sideways for now. And I did listen to four new albums tonight. Light Ward with their album False Light. Um, I did listen to that. I did think I'm not really into like black metal or anything. Like I'm into probably just a couple of bands. Um, Death Heaven, Astronoid, Harakiri for the Sky, and now Light Ward. I think this is pretty solid stuff. Um, I definitely do enjoy this. How like menacing this is. Like and I could tell that this isn't just some cheesy like devil thing or whatever in the lyrics. I could tell that there's like a lot. There really isn't any of that in the lyrics on this album. Probably if I looked it up, I think it was more of like about like deeper topics and stuff like that, like the world, things in the world that are going on right now. But like I can't really find the lyrics to this album at all. Same thing with Astronaut's album, so that's kind of unfortunate. But I do like. I'm about to have a cameo here, so no, not now. Sorry about that. I heard somebody coming in. Anyway, about Whiteboard. Um, yeah, I definitely do like this album. I like the music in, like, I like the saxophone bits. Those are very good. Definitely worth checking out if you like saxophone. I do like the songs Cronus and the title track and Leviathan. That's a good song. There is a lot of stuff that's like kind of just like softer, and then there's the long tracks that are like heavier, stuff like that. So yeah, that's definitely good. I'm not super in love with it or anything, but like I like it. So 7 out of 10 for that. And then after that, that's probably going to be the best album that I listen to because honestly, the next three albums, or here actually, those are the three that are left, are honestly either mediocre to bad. We'll start with the Memphis May Fire one, Remade in Misery. Um, very mediocre. I'm going to say it right off the bat, 5 out of 10 for that one. Um, it's just not like it's better than Broken, I think, because there's like two songs that at least I say they're good enough, not great, but good. I On the playlist I put Only Human featuring AJ Channer, Fly from the Gods, and the song Wizard on it because I do think those songs are good enough. I mean, if you like this style of music, but this is just generic metalcore. Like they went heavier again. That's something you probably don't get every. You didn't get that much of Broken. It just felt generic. This still feels generic. The same kind of breakdown, the same kind of like cliche, like old sayings, like heavy is the head that wears the crown and stuff like that. Like it's just like cliches, man. Just forget about them, man. Just if you want to write, don't rely on sayings everybody has been putting in their music over and over and over again. You know, just it's there's nothing really offensively bad about it, but I'm just saying, like, just it's just so generic. It's so plain. It's like you had bread and you didn't bother to put butter on it or cheese or like I don't know, ghost pepper flakes or something. Heck, put an ice cream sandwich on it or something. Or like put something totally I mean, like it'll probably taste like garbage if you put ice cream on it, but it'll still taste not bland. At least you'll get some memory of what it tasted like. So yeah, I mean, Memphis May Fire, we made in Misery, 5 out of 10 for that. Not really care for it. Then we get to Secrets with the collapse, and it doesn't get any better than that than here at all whatsoever. It's just like again, this is just generic metalcore. Like and they look for a heavier direct. I don't know if that's what they've been doing for the entirety of their career, but it's just heavier. And I'm just looking at the lyrics on this, and it's just I'm sad. I'm just like I should end my life. Wah wah wah. I'm in my room and I'm so depressed and I'm so sad. Nothing ever happens in my life, but at the same time, screw everybody. Fuck everybody else. Like, fuck these people. Like, I'm gonna just. That's basically this entire album in a nutshell. Just like I was just looking at some of the lyrics here, like uh, saying "dig my own grave" on every freaking song because that hasn't been beaten into the ground as much. Dig your own grave, like just like why does so many songs have to include the phrase "dig your own grave" in metalcore? I mean, like it's up there with whatever. Just it's cliche, man. Just basically this Secrets album is just like the production is not very good. The clean vocals are layered. I mean, the scream vocals are just layered on top of each other, and they sound very cheesy. They sound very unbelievable. On like they just make it just it takes you out of it. Like you go in like hearing the clean vocals, and then the layered scream vocals and stuff. Like it just sounds very cheap. Even on a better song like "Falling Out," I mean, like no, just don't. If you want good metalcore, don't listen to Secrets with Collapse. Hey, if they had Me, Myself, and I, or whatever that song was called on there, I'd probably bump the score up a little bit. But, it's just not good. Like, tracks where, oh, this might be something special. This might be something good. And then it's just the same old. You realize, oh, this is just the same old stuff. The song Fraud is probably one of the worst songs of the year. The beat on that is terrible. Lyrics are just the same as everything else on the album. Just screw that. It's easier to talk about an album when it's bad. And this is bad. 4 out of 10 for this one. Seriously, like just don't even bother with this one. To be honest, just skip it. Um, and then we get to Motionless and White with their album "Scoring the End of the World." Again, more the same, but at least the vocals are like commendable, like the singing vocals on Motionless and White. I'm not huge on Motionless and White, to be honest. Never really have been, but they're not really my thing. But like, I think this album kind of proves that. But like, the vocals are pretty solid. Like, there's some solid stuff. Werewolf and Masterpiece, which is a single. Those aren't that bad. I think they're pretty solid. The rest of it, I'm just gonna give that to the people who are huge fans of Motionless and White. All you people who loved them back in the day, everybody who's like a big fan of them now, people who listen to active rock, in fact, everything I don't like, you just keep that away from me, as far as I'm concerned. Don't try to convince me to like that stuff. But like Motionless and White scoring the end of the world, and there's not really much to say about it other than I did like the Knocked Loose feature. Brian Garris, he's a good vocalist from on the song Slaughterhouse, even though that song's kind of meh. I do like Knocked Loose though. I do think Different Shade of Blue is a good album. Uh, EP they released Terror in the Fabric of Life. That EP is pretty solid as well. Um, Knocked Loose, they're like that kind of metalcore that like that's an example of a band that's like the metalcore like that's heavier, like doesn't really have to change all that much, but it gets so much energy out and it's so good that it's like okay, yeah, this is definitely worth jamming along to. Same thing with Varials, they're good. They released a single recently that's pretty solid, pretty better than Secrets. But I mean, like Motionless and White, like is not Secrets bad, or even Memphis May Fire bad. Even though I don't think the remake of Misery is bad, it's average. There's a reason I gave it a 5 out of 10 because I think it's average. But yeah, Motionless and White's album is a 6 out of 10. Definitely, there's some good stuff in there, but like I'm still not really huge on the band to be honest. Just whatever, like I don't think I'll even listen to the highlights on these albums that much. Not even. I did like Werewolf quite a bit. Like even though it is kind of cheesy, I did kind of like that song. I probably won't listen to that song. I'll probably just listen to Mood Ring and freaking Thornhill, like I've been doing, because those albums are definitely worth checking out. If you are any kind of rock and metal, and you want new music, new bands that are good and are doing something different, check those out. Thornhill and Luther, and the new Northlane too. The Northlane's been going on for years. Uh, yeah, so I mean that's gonna wrap this up. So definitely tell me what you think about everything that I talked about in the video. I'm glad to hear it. I, comment section will always be there for you in the comments down below. This is Stanton Wolf, signing out. Take care.